Hi everyone. My name is Ayodunmomi Adekomi. Back again to another storytelling time. And of course, from the stories, you get to learn something. Like I say, I tell stories because stories are simple to understand and they are just so relatable. I don't like complicating things. Anything that looks like DYDX is not for me. So I just like to, keep things so very simple. And so, of course, I'll share another experience I had, and I hope you learned something from it. So there was this time that my laptop stopped charging, and I did all I could. I mean, of course, the first thing was to verify whether it was the charging point or the charger. And I went all out, looked for another charger, charged. It wasn't working. And these things have a way of breaking down the day you have so much to do. I was so apprehensive. I had to borrow another system to use. But in the course of that, someone mentioned to me that I should call the technical department to help me look at the system, which I did. But before I could get back to use another system, I just got back to my workspace and I realized that my laptop was charging. I mean, what happened? I had sweated my life trying to fix this thing and it wasn't just working. So I didn't even meet the guy that fixed it. It happened so fast that I didn't even meet the guy. So it was the person that was looking after the system for me that now told me what the guy said. So apparently the charging point was faulty, but unknown to me, there were other spots. The manufacturer had made like two other backups backup to for the system, such that if this one stops working, you can switch to this or switch to this. And that said a lot to me. I do a lot of reflection, and so that's why I think through these things so many times. And I just thought to myself that it is easy for anyone to spot a problem. I mean, almost anybody can spot a problem, but it takes a trained eye to discover or uncover the real cause of a problem. I mean, what we call in a professional space root cause analysis. You try to find out what actually caused something. So it takes a trained eye to actually find out what the real problem of a thing is. And of course, it doesn't stop at spotting a problem. It also takes a trained eye to prefer a solution to a problem. Anybody can complain. Anybody can analyze a situation. Anybody can just say anything. But it actually takes someone that is trained to discover what the real problem is. And from there also know what the real solution is. And secondly, in this part of the world, we think coaching, mentoring, guidance, counseling is luxury. We feel like it's those that have money that do all those kind of things. But no, it's not true. It's actually something that we need for life. Imagine that I didn't call that person. The only question that was in my mind was how to save money to get a new system. I didn't even know that, there was an easy way out. So don't cover your incompetence. Don't excuse them. Instead, look for solution or go to the right person for help. Ask for help, basically. If you need help, ask. Let me drill this down a little. Some people feel, in my marriage, I have never had to talk to anybody outside. It's just my husband and I that have solved all our problem. God bless you. Congratulations. But some of us will have to ask for help. I mean, the same way you seek help professionally, the same way you seek help in other spheres spiritually. I mean, for this other area too, it's just okay to seek the right help. Maybe I should just qualify now to seek the right help. It's not cast in stone that you don't have to talk to anybody, or once you talk to somebody, I mean, you have scattered. We just have a very funny way to think, at times. So it's okay to ask for help. I mean, long story short, it's okay to ask for help from the right person when you read it. And the greatest lesson for me was the manufacturer at the design stage had thought far ahead that this thing at one point would develop a fault. And so he had already made backups. So while I was there worrying my head, thinking of what to do, thinking of how to go about it, the manufacturer had seen, years ahead, and he had, at the design stage, he had already put all those things there to make life easy for the user. And that tells me a lot that you don't even know the resources available to you outside Christ. You don't know the opportunities available to you outside God. You don't also know what you are missing not being in a relationship with God. You feel life is good. But trust me, when you're in a relationship with God, you have access because God has seen years ahead. The best you can see is around you. God sees outside this room. He sees 10, 20, 100. I mean, decades of years ahead. God sees it. So it's very, very important that we ask for help when we need to. Don't excuse or cover your incompetence. Ask for help. And most importantly, I mean, our greatest help is God. Ensure you have a very good relationship with Him such that He opens your eyes to see the resources that are richly available to you. While you're worrying your head thinking about how to figure it out, He had already figured everything out. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. Let me know what resonates with you in the comment section, and do have a great day. Thank you.